What is up, everybody? So, today we're going to be doing the Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius readings. I'm just waiting for the stream to go on. I'm putting on some nice music for myself. Here we go. So, again, this is a general timeless reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Do not force it to fit. Um, And I guess let's get into it. My music doesn't want to go today. That's okay. Let's see. There we go. Okay. So if you're new to my channel, my name is Jordyn. I'm a master Reiki practitioner, shamanic healer, quantum healer. I do healings globally, and I do a lot of mentoring, a lot of coaching, certifying people in all different types of holistic healing modalities. My background's in biology and psychology, and I am fully busy. So go ahead, check out my site. If you want to book with me, go ahead. I'd love to work with you. Other than that, let's get into it. I am a psychic medium, so it just means that I channel things in general, but also if mediumship comes through, I will tell you that. I tend to try to keep it separate from these readings, so just keep that in mind. Um, Personal readings and healings is probably where you'll see more of that. So, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Ooh, ooh, goodness. Libra. I feel very called to start with Libra. Let me turn this on Do Not Disturb. Sorry, guys, as soon as I started. Um, okay, so let's start with Libra. Libra. All Libra placements. It's like there's joy and sadness at the same time, which is really interesting. Okay. So let's see what we have for you, Libra. I hear that you're taking the time to heal, which I really, really like for you. Let's see what we got. Nine of Cups, this is the past. Okay. The Chariot and the Hierophant. You're moving on from a commitment of some sort. I feel like this is a recommitment to yourself with the Nine of Cups here. This feels very much like you're falling back in love with yourself. You know the direction you want to move in. This is being very divinely guided. I feel the need to take these top two. Yep, so it was divine time to let this relationship go with the Star and the Lovers. This feels old. This feels very old. You're finally clearing it away and you're going to move into alignment with what's destined for you on your path. So let's check out where that's going for you, Libra. They said two more. Okay, so we'll do two more and then we'll clarify. Oh, I like this. I feel a heart and a higher heart. I don't want to say throat. It's more of like the thymus gland. So it's at the base of the throat. This is the higher heart, the connection with spirit, and also your authenticity starting to open up. So if you're feeling tightness in your throat, or if you're having pain between your shoulder blades, focus on chest openers and really allowing your breath to release that tension. It's going to help your parasympathetic nervous system really like open up and you to relax and heal. Ooh, I like this. Very strong personality. I feel like you're attracting somebody that's really going to come in and help you do healing. Yep, Six of Wands. There it is. Beautiful. Five of Cups. There's the release. Bottom of the deck is the Fool. Yeah. This is going to be a new chapter with somebody. It's a very interesting energy. They don't feel like controlling or malicious in any way. King of Wands can be very like power hungry. This feels very like sensual. It feels like there's a lot of attraction, there's a lot of play, there's a lot of fun with one another. With the Seven of Swords and the Six of Cups, this feels like they're helping you break down any limiting beliefs or distortions that originated in your past with the Six of Cups there. Oops, sorry, Six of Cups. I like this though. Aries energy with the King of Wands. With the Four of Pentacles, whatever you're holding on to from the past, any fears or self-sabotaging behaviors, this individual is going to come in and they're going to help you really release that, mourn it, and realize that you can have the, like, you can win, right? You can have the happiness, you can have the joy, you could give yourself recognition, and that's what's going to, and then the Sun. Like, come on. I love it. That's what's going to lead to your new chapter. I like this for you, Libra. This makes a lot of sense. You're currently the South Node, so there's going to be a lot of healing and a lot of releasing over the next year or so for you. So the people that you encounter are going to play really vital roles in you getting to know yourself better and how you interact and perceive relationships. Okay. So Libra, let's clarify a little bit deeper. Okay, Tarot Royale. There's not much to clarify on this old relationship. It just feels done. I don't want to give more energy to it. So let's see what spirit, where they want you to go. Yeah. For those of you who are still attached to this, it's time to really allow yourself to recognize where the attachment is rooted, because it's not supporting your growth, right? So Libra, let's see what's going on with the Chariot and the Hierophant here. Why is the Chariot here for Libra? Oh, beautiful. Yeah, you're finally going to be done with this chapter. I like this for you a lot. I like this. This is good because with the Eight of Swords and the Knight of Swords in reverse, both Gemini energy, so a fellow air sign. But with this in reverse, it tells me that whatever you've been thinking about communicating, you're getting to that realization of, okay, this is just creating burden. It's time for me to drop this. There's no point in really saying it. And you're really allowing yourself to have the self-control and starting to see internally what it is you need to process versus what you need to verbalize to somebody else. And so that's what's going to help you move forward in the direction that you're most needed to. So there's a closing happening with the past. And it all has to do with yourself, right? Feeling confident in yourself, feeling secure in yourself. Yeah. So that's why it doesn't feel like you're going to communicate anything to them. Even if you've been thinking about doing it, you're going to get to this place of really letting it go and realizing, okay, I only wanted to communicate because I felt betrayed. So how can I show up for myself, right? Let's look at the Hierophant, Four of Swords in reverse. Beautiful. So you're already in the midst of really releasing this and healing. And you're making a deeper commitment to yourself to heal a part of you that feels rejected, rejected, hurt, or unworthy of love, right? And the Moon. Ooh, is this a very old wound? This is something that's been hidden from you for a long time. Yep, there's the Page of Wands, which is the wounded child for me as a reader. The Wheel of Fortune is something that it has been trying to shift, but it hasn't been able to. Let's see why. Yeah, you've had a lot of distractions. With the Eight of Pentacles, tells me that you might have been very focused on career, how to progress in the world, thinking and like really putting in this battle to better yourself in the world external to you. You're starting to get to that deeper connection with your internal self, and that's when this is going to release. Yep, there's the internal self, the Hermit, realizing that's what you need to be doing right now, and that's what's going to help your emotional body come back online. So when you start to reconnect with this emotional self, you're going to clear all this out. Beautiful. Yep. And then divine time, you release the attachment to the old person. You're just in the process of it. That's why they're inverted. Inverted cards don't always mean bad things. A lot of times, for me as a reader, at least, I see them as pauses, or I see them as energy that is internal versus external, right? Inverted, kind of like a retrograde. It affects us internally, how we move versus how we go and express things to the rest of the world. So let's look at this new person. They have a very different energy. Your energy feels very like, I need to do this, I need to do that. And this person's going to come in, I feel like they're going to bring a lot of lightness, and that's what's going to assist you in this healing. Let's look at the King of Wands. You don't trust them. But you don't trust anybody right now. Yep, Queen of Wands, there you are. You're a true pair. You're a true pair. You're a true pair. It's going to work out. It's going to be really good. There's a part of you, you have a lot of pages in reverse. That tells me you're in the new beginning of learning how to. Two of Cups, right? So very divine connection coming in for you. I love this for you. This is so, so good. But with all the pages, pages are students. And so it's learning how to see, communicate, and think of things, Page of Swords, in a different way. Page of Cups, learning how to feel, how to express yourself in a different way. Page of Wands, learning how to energetically regulate yourself, manifest, and communicate with spirit in a different way. And so you have so many areas of your life shifting and evolving, and a lot of it is going to trickle into this relationship to help you progress into a more authentic and whole self. Bam, boop, bop. Of course you get a freaking emperor. Five of Swords. Goodness gracious. There's a part of you that's going to really want to sabotage this because it's foreign, but they're a very deep soulmate connection. So just be mindful of that. You're allowed to be happy. You're allowed to be happy. Okay, so let's look at the Seven of Swords, Six of Cups, and the Four of Pentacles. Nine of Cups, High Priestess in reverse, and the Fool. Yeah. You're going to realize that it's time to allow yourself to be happy, to just lean into the joy, not to fear the past repeating itself, not to fear being abandoned, not to fear people not choosing you. Choose yourself and know and affirm to yourself that you are lovable. You're deserving of this love. Beautiful. And you get the freaking Lovers, Six of Pentacles, and the Seven of Swords. I'm not going to lie. There's a part of you that's going to want to self-sabotage this because with the Six of Pentacles, there's a reluctancy to reciprocate the same energy. It might be something that is triggering you from your past, but it's a very divine connection. Yep, it's strength. You're being supported to have the courage to really move forward in this. And there's a part of you that's seeing them as the old person, not who they are. You're seeing them as a King of Wands in reverse, not the true King of Wands. So let's see. Yeah, I was just asking the truth of it. Ace of Pentacles in reverse to the Ten of Pentacles. If you give this a chance, it can be something very long-term and very stable, right? So let's look at the Four of Swords, what it is you're healing. Yep. You have the Emperor and the Empress. That's a very, very divine connection coming in. But with the Nine of Swords next to the Four, it tells me that this energy of betrayal, the Five of Swords that you got on top of the Emperor, is something internal to you that you need to heal because the nines represent self. Nines are self, tens are relationships and environments, and fives are our challenge, right? So your challenge is on this Emperor energy. Your challenge is on trusting someone who really matches you, and it's not going to be sabotaging. It's not going to be painful. It's not going to be troubling, right? King of Cups on top of that. They're very genuine. Bottom of the deck is the Ten of Swords and the Four of Swords. You're releasing the belief that relationships are hard or that they're debilitating or painful, right? And this person's going to help you really restructure that. Okay, Libra? Awesome. So let's get one card for the Fool and the overall. King of Swords. So Aquarius energy. Beautiful. They're gonna call you on your shit. They are. They're gonna be like, hey, if you're scared of abandonment or failure, you're just like making this more difficult. Allow yourself just to have fun. They're gonna call you on it. They are. And it's gonna be a very transformative relationship that's gonna bring in a lot of new perspectives, but you're gonna have to understand that you're not in charge of this. You're gonna be tested to really go with the flow because they're gonna push you outside your comfort zone in a very good way. Okay? You might feel challenged, but just allow yourself to experience it. Just have fun. Okay. Perfect. So let's move on. Let's go to Aquarius. I'm feeling a lot of Aquarius energy, which makes sense. We got a lot of things happening in Aquarius right now. Mars, Venus, Pluto, all the things. All the things. I think we have Uranus in a square with, what is it? Pluto? Yeah, one of the planets in Aquarius. I'm pretty sure it's Pluto. There's going to be a lot of shakeups, a lot of very sudden connections, a lot of sudden things going on for everybody. Just check out where Aquarius is in your chart and you will know where that is for you. Okay, my dear? So, ignore my mess today. I was kind of in a rush. It's a busy day. Okay, Aquarius. I don't want to use this for you, Aquarius. You feel very ethereal. I like that. Ooh, Aquarius, you're very talkative. Libra is a little more recluse, kind of like a watcher. You're very talkative. Why do I feel like you're planning a lot of things? Planning and creating a lot of things. Aquarius. Okay, I feel a lot of heart space opening for you. This is nice. I like this. There's something with family. They keep saying family matters, family matters. I feel like there's a lot of, oh, this is interesting with the family stuff. It's almost like there's a lot going on with family and you're just like, I'm just not gonna get involved. I'm gonna stay over here and just like do my own damn thing. I like that. That's my vibe. I'm for it. Sorry, family, if you're watching this. That definitely feels like that, though. It does. It's kind of like, I'm going to stay out of the drama. I'm going to stay out of the chaos. I'm going to mind my own business. I like this. Okay, Aquarius. What do we have for you? I heard Time Master. That tells me that you're not like, you might also be like managing your routine and your actual time. But this is also like a very spiritual energy. Time Master means that you get to this place, at least in my channel when I hear it, it means you're getting to this place of understanding the fluidity of life, and you're learning to flow with it and understanding there is no time. That as long as you are present and you're enjoying every moment, that you're always receiving. You're dancing in a very divine balance of masculine and feminine. I feel like you're really going through that. Beautiful. Eight of freaking Pentacles and Death in reverse. I love this. I love this so much. And the reason being is because Death is Scorpio, Pluto energy. Pluto's hanging out on your sign. You're going through this transformation of learning how to work, how to build, how to create with the universe, how to build solid foundations, right? The Eight of Pentacles is the card of diligence. So this is going to be a time where you feel just like infused with life, really ready to get things going. With the Eight of Pentacles, it tells me that it's leading to the 10. The 8 always goes to the 10. So you're just now in the process of building a very solid foundation, which is very good. Four of Cups actually feels more so like you're protecting your energy. Yeah, Queen of Swords. Okay, a little secretive, not in a bad way, more so in the way of like, hey, I have a lot of things that I'm planning right now. I'm holding them close to me. I'm not going to show anybody my cards or tell anybody what I'm building or what I'm planning because this is sacred. Yeah, you're realizing the way that energy works, that when you share things with other people, you're allowing them to have energetic access. And that energetic access means that they can influence it with their thoughts, their limiting beliefs. And so you're becoming very mindful of what you share with the people around you, right? Regardless if you love them or if they're your best friend or whatever, you're learning that your passion, these intuitive hits you get, they're divine messages, they're sacred, and they're for you. Very nice. You don't have to share everything with everybody. Yeah, Five of Cups. I like this. You're just getting unapologetic. I'm for it. I call this the spiritual fuckets, right? Sorry, pardon my French. Sorry, Grandma, if you're watching this, because I know you're Aquarius. But spiritual fuckets is kind of like you are so deeply aligned with your authenticity and you love where you're at that you don't care if it upsets people, right? As long as you're moving with integrity, you're being kind, you're being loving, you're not being rude or power hungry or any of that. Like you're truly like being very authentic and working from your higher heart. When people get upset because you're like, actually, no, I don't want to go to that party. I just don't want to. Well, why can't you do it for me? Because that's self-sacrificing and codependent. I love you, but it's not something I want to do. And that's okay. If they get upset, they get upset, right? You're getting to that place of like, I'm not people pleasing. F yes, Queen of Pentacles and the Nine of Swords. You're just like whatever stress, whatever anxiety this person over here is feeling, it's not mine to fix. It's not my problem. I can only own my role in it. And you're really starting to see that. You're starting to see that you can own your role, that you can be in alignment with the universe and also stand your ground. And if other people want to see you in a light, that's theirs. You can't change their lens. And you're just kind of like, hey, I know I'm being a good person. I know I'm doing the right thing. I like this. I feel like your business or your work is really going to take off. You have a lot of people around you that are just kind of, yeah, it's not that they're getting upset that you're moving forward. I feel like you're progressing and you're really making change for yourself. And at the same time, other people are feeling as if you're abandoning or betraying them because you're not dragging them along. You're not their free ride, right? It's like what I say to my dog, you cute little freeloader. You cannot come with me. When I leave the house at least, but she can come with me everywhere. Ace of Pentacles and the Seven of Swords in reverse. You're no longer sacrificing the things you want to build for yourself for the out of the fear of like, well, what if this person gets upset that I skip date night or I skip girls' night to go in work on my business or to go to this yoga class, or if I say I want to do something alone. Oh, I love this. Okay, let's get another deck. We're done with this. We're done with this. You have romance coming in. This is more of like a revolution of self, which makes a lot of sense. You got a lot of stuff going on, especially if you're an Aquarius rising or if you have Aquarius in the first house. I say or because even though I'm not an Aquarius rising, I have all of the sign of Aquarius in my first house. So I feel that. I feel that. I'm with you. Yeah. Ooh, very sexy energy. A lot of romance coming in for you. I like this. So let's see what's going on in regards to romance for you, Aquarius. I'm just going into another spread just because I'm going to tell you what you most need to know. I heard they're coming. Ooh, interesting. Seven of Swords and the Devil. I feel like you're gonna chew this person up. I really do. This feels old. This feels like somebody from the past trying to come back in, and you're just like, "What are you doing? Don't try this. Stay over there. I wish you the best, but stay over there." Yeah. Wheel of Fortune, Page of Wands, Seven of Cups. You see this so clearly. You're like, this is so distorted. You just know it. You know that they're not coming back for you. This is them acting out of a wound of their inner child, right? Feeling abandoned or rejected, and they're confused and they're like, oh my God, let's fix things. And the universe is like, no, let's change this. And you see it clearly. You're like, this is not where I'm supposed to be. King of Swords, Hangman, Neptune energy, Aquarius energy. I really like this because it speaks to the fact that you have a very new perspective on the situation because you've gone through such a divine shift as an individual. Justice in reverse. There you go. Letting it go. Beautiful. Okay, so let's see the new one coming in. They want me to keep the Wheel of Fortune. Let's get a few clarifiers on that. What the change is happening for Aquarius. There it is. There's your new relationship. Very, very nice. With the Two of Pentacles, when you let this go and you really indulge in the healing, you have that very divine partnership coming in with the Two of Cups, Four of Wands in reverse, and the Nine of Wands in reverse. You're no longer fighting for faulty foundations. You realize that your energy, your time, your effort is very sacred, and that's why you're starting to invest in new relationships. Ace of Pentacles followed by the Six of Cups in reverse tells me it hasn't necessarily come in yet, but it's in the process of coming toward you. I like it. It's going to move very slow. It's going to be very grounded. So don't expect things to rush forward. Get to know each other, build a very solid foundation of a friendship, and you will see things flourish. Beautiful, my dear. Okay. Let's get into the last but not least, my Geminis. What time is it? Because homegirl's got things to do. Okay, we're good. I was like getting my calendar mixed up. Okay, Gemini. Gemini, you feel very aloof. Um, Gemini, you feel tired. Wow. Air signs, you all have very, very different energy right now. Gemini, you feel very tired. Like mentally, which makes sense. You are an air sign. What do I want to? Okay, Gemini. Ooh, this feels very. It's not heart, throat, or anything like the other two air signs. It feels very mental. Makes sense. You're the Eight of Swords. Gemini, your root's blocked. Your root and your sacral need to open. The root and the sacral in our energy centers are like the bottom gears that help spin all the yuck and guck of all of this down and out. The reason I'm not feeling anything here, you're housing too much energy. It's not capable of being processed all the way out of your body. Really connect with your sacral, clear your sacral out, and then clear out your root. There's no point in clearing out your root if you can't even connect to your sacral, which is right above it, right? So clear one out, then clear the other, or clear them both at the same time, whatever floats your boat. But I want you to visualize it, all that yuck and gunk, almost like gunked up oil going down your legs, down through your feet, down and down into the earth, and just visualize your roots almost letting it go and use your breath in every exhale, allow it to wash out. You can even literally like wash down your legs with your hands. That cognitive connection of washing, wiping down your legs into the earth will also energetically translate to the universe that you're ready to release this heaviness. Okay. As you do that, yep, see, now I'm starting to feel your solar plexus. Okay. So okay, so what's going, there's something with, okay, you have a little bit of everything going on. You have a little bit of everything going on. I feel pain on the, whoa, right side of my body, right by my ribs, which would make sense because we're getting to the solar plexus and it goes through to my back. So this tells me that you're going through a restructuring of how you feel about yourself, which is probably why your crown's very active. You're probably going through a really big energetic shift. Receiving lots of energy doesn't necessarily feel like downloads because it doesn't feel like clarity. It feels like too much energy, which is why when we go through upgrades, as people like to call them in a spiritual community, clearing out your root and your sacral is vital because you're washing away any energy that no longer serves you. So this new energy can now fill your body, right? Kind of like getting spiritually power washed. Okay. So let it power wash you, let it cleanse you out. Um, if you want an energy healing session to help with that, go ahead, check out my website. And let's get into it, Gemini. I feel a lot of activity in my ears, which tells me that your third eye is probably a little gummed up and the energy coming into your crown can't move properly. It's just going to be a domino effect. If one's blocked, the energy can only go so far. It's going to build up and build up and build up, and then they're just going to keep getting gunked up until you clear something out. Salt baths are good for this. Singing bowls, saging yourself, singing out loud is good for this. It really just depends on what kind of sense you connect more with. So if you're more like, if you like the smell of things, probably burning incense or saging would be good for you. Um, if you do better with frequencies or music for meditation, you probably would do better with a frequency cleanse because you're probably more audible when it comes to your consciousness and your spiritual gifts, things like that. So just be mindful of that. If you're more of a seer, you probably do better walking outside or sitting by water or in nature so you can visually take in a very clean, pure, connected energy. Okay. Gemini. Sadness. I immediately got, okay, you're mourning. What are you mourning? I feel like there's miscarriages that are being mourned. This feels very old. Does this mean you have to recently have gone through one? But this feels very old. This miscarriages, be mindful that this could also be part of your feminine energy. This feels okay. I heard ancestral wounds. So this tells me that this might have been something that happened down through your family. So if your mother, your grandmother, or even higher up had issues with fertility, miscarriages, or sexual abuse, things of that sort, there's a lot of healing in regards to that going on, but it's not so much healing. You're in the process of the release of it, and that's when the transmutation is going to happen, which makes sense because that rules the sacral, right? The sacral, that's gunked up sexual energy right below your self-worth. That ego is gunked up with trauma of some sort that has been passed down energetically. So there's a lot of that's more shamanic healing. Yep. Okay, so strength in the Two of Cups. It's interesting. This feels really nice. As soon as the Seven of Wands came out, this is you. This is you. You actually have very great relationships around you. You do. You do. You have good relationships around you. Yeah, Two of Pentacles. What is going on? Okay, it's not the relationships that need to change. You can't change them. You can't change them. It's not the relationship. It's you. And it's them. But it's not you two together. You're individuals. Forget that you're partners or you're in a relationship or you're friends or you're business partners, whatever it is. Forget that you have a relationship for a second. What are you going through? You are going through a shedding of the old self. So the way that you think, the way that you feel, the way that you perceive, the way that you communicate is going to change. And right now, trying to protect this partnership is not the priority. It will be there. It ain't going anywhere, right? Trying to decide what to do with it is not the priority. Yeah, judgment, wrong decision. No, not, no, 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 no. Let's see what you should be investing in. Ace of Cups and the Sun in reverse. Yeah, it's the realization that it's time for you to fill your own cup. Trying to save this partnership is the exact reason you're going through this. It's not about saving the partnership, fixing the partnership, helping all the people you love because you're very, very loving. It's about you getting to know yourself and getting to know how your cup needs to be filled versus thinking you know how your cup needs to be filled. So let's see how your cup needs to be filled. Yeah, see, you're a Page of Swords. You're thinking too damn much about it. You need to allow yourself to come home to you, to come back into balance, back into alignment. You're going to be challenged to really be in your feminine right now. And with the Five of Wands in reverse, okay, who's this? This feels family. This feels yucky. This feels family. This feels old, though. This feels like the old dynamic that's still going on that you could literally be like, I'm going to take myself out of this. This in reverse tells me the drama's already done. It's just a cycle that's like, it's like your wash cycle. It's already been washed. Why you continue to spin it? It's done. It's done. You can just pause it and take it out. You don't have to fix it, but you can remove yourself from it. Yep. And you know that. You know that. There's certain things you're giving too much energy to, and yeah, death, it's done. You know it's done. You know it's done. You know it's time to walk away from it, and that's okay. This is other people. You're holding a lot of other people's energy, which would make sense as to why the sacral and the root are gunked up. The sacral is our relationship chakra. Our root is our sense of safety and security and the foundations in our life and our relationships and our physical body and our physical experience. And so when these centers get gunked up, a lot of times it's because we're holding on to crap that's not ours. It's not ours. It's not, right? So clear that out, clean it all up. Let's see what, okay, career. What do we have? Career. Oh, my Lanza, Gemini. Temperance, Four Swords, and the King of Swords. Take some time to really pause and reflect on what it is you want to be working on and what it is you really want to be healing right now. When I say reflect, I don't mean to think about it. The more you think about it and think that you're going to get a direct answer, the deeper you're going to dig your hole. Don't do that. Don't go thinking. Okay, let's put it this way. It's like you have a left and a right hand. Your right hand knows how to do things. It knows how to think. It's your dominant hand. It's time for you to connect with your left hand. Just because it's not dominant doesn't mean you don't have a use for it. AKA connect with your emotional body. Just because it's not your dominant body doesn't mean you don't have a use for it. Connecting with your emotional body can look like putting your hand on a mirror and a hand on your heart and looking yourself in the eyes and talking to yourself and even saying, I don't know what the fuck I'm feeling, right? And saying it over and over until you laugh, until you cry, until something, and you don't need to understand why you're laughing or why you're crying because it's just energy processing out of your body. It's a great form of somatic healing. Practicing things like this, talking to yourself out loud, doesn't mean you're cuckoo. It means that you are emotionally available, at least to yourself, right? And as you start to build that relationship with yourself, more of your emotional body is going to come online and your intuitive gifts are going to open more. And that energy in your crown is going to start to process down because you're speaking to yourself and you're loving yourself and you're feeling confident in yourself that everything starts to function properly. Okay? Okay, so when you're bored and you want to call that friend on the phone in the car, don't. Talk to yourself, talk to spirit, talk to the universe. Challenge yourself to build a relationship with you. Yep, 5 of Cups, there you go. Mourning all the stuff, dumping all the crap out. I like it. I like it a lot. This is good. This is good, Gemini. Okay, 4 of Pentacles. Why? Don't hold on to it. Okay, this is the blinders. The blinders, right? The way that you think you need to emotionally approach things. I like to call this the hollow bone. There's a card in the Mystical Shaman deck. I love this deck. Um, no, Shaman's Dream, sorry. Mystical Shaman I love too. They're both great. It's called the hollow bone, and basically it's about teachability. It's learning to just hollow yourself out and allowing yourself to receive everything with like a fresh pair of eyes because you're upgrading, you're shifting, you're changing. And so your old lens isn't going to serve you. Allow yourself to be like a child, allow yourself to explore, allow yourself to intuitively move, not move habitually. Two very different things. When you move intuitively, you're moving with the flow of what you really want to do. When you move habitually, you're moving in a way that you've been programmed and are attached to. It's very, very different. Allow yourself to move intuitively and allow yourself to get the spiritual buckets where you just don't care if people think you're silly for wanting to hug a tree when you walk, right? Or people think that you're silly for being so open and vulnerable and kind, and they think that's weird or that's uncomfortable. Them getting uncomfortable is because it's authentic, and a lot of people don't function in a very authentic way, and that's okay. We live in a really judgmental world, and it takes time. With the 4 of Cups in the world, you're going through learning how to step into your authentic self. And this is this makes me really happy for you. Like this can make me cry easily. This is probably one of my favorite lessons because when we start to embody our authenticity, our spiritual gifts come online. And we start to align with the job, the career, the relationships that serve us. We don't live life to be who people think we should be. We live life to learn to love ourselves and to close out the things that make us feel like we're alone, even though we're surrounded by things and people. Yeah, 5 of Swords. You're going to go through healing the self betrayal, learning what to fight for, what not to fight for, and then releasing the heaviness. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. You're in the midst of this. I like this for you. You're in the midst of this. Ooh, Gemini, I like this reading. I do. I'm a fan, Stan. I'm a fan. I want to get I want to get an oracle for you, Gemini. Or like 12. That's cool too. Let's try that again. Did a little too much. Did a little too much. Can we get it like 3, 2, 3? Let's do 3. Yeah, let's do 3. Reading, please. Thank you. For Gemini. I'll do Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. How about that? They said no, Gemini. I said, okay. Gemini. Holding hands. If you have someone in your life romantically, holding hands is going to be very healing for you. Wow, look at that. Your first card's the root chakra. Ground into the earth. Be present in your body. Next level. Think big. You're moving to the next level, right? So there's that ascension process. But as you see, the ascension process is in reverse because you can't go up the steps because you're carrying too much shit. Clear it out. Ground the old energy, walk up a few steps, acclimate. Ground some more energy, move up a few steps, acclimate. It's going to be a process, but in that process, you are going to find yourself. You are going to heal. You are going to release so much shit and baggage that just doesn't serve you. It doesn't. And it's going to be different for everybody because it depends on where Gemini is in your chart, but I'm excited for you. That's some beautiful shit right there. Beautiful. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay. I'm gonna pull some Oracle for Libra and Aquarius. I need to get rid of this so I get some Gemini vibes out of here. I probably should have done this after the Libra and Aquarius reading. Sorry. If you can't tell, I'm kind of like an intuitive reader, so I just kind of go with the flow. It's more fun that way. And it's organic, authentic, right? Let's see what else we got. What do we need to see? Let's do Aquarius. Aquarius, you just like feel so fiery. I love it. Um, this is a Libra deck. This is an Aquarius. This is Libra. Okay. Okay, for Libra, we have. Okay, we're gonna put these back. I'm gonna take this one because it was really poking out at me. Moon Maiden, New Beginnings, and Adaptability. I got this yesterday in the weekly, right? Moon Maiden and adaptability. I really love this energy for Libra because it speaks to connecting with that feminine, connecting to that need to shed the old self, to really start to allow yourself to feel exposed and yet safe, right? To feel vulnerable and trusting in your divine feminine to receive because you're going to be led in a new relationship. You're not going to be dictating. You're going to have to flow, right? Like the feminine, like the Moon Maiden. I love this. Beautiful. Last but not least, Aquarius. What do we have for Aquarius? Please, Spirit. Stand your ground. She-wolf, unleash the wild within. And great teacher, learn from spiritual experiences. Bottom of the deck is Lady in reverse. Enjoy growth and reap rewards. Aquarius, I feel like you're really starting to connect with this very authentic, almost feral like side of your feminine that's very confident, and you're going to go through the lesson of the right use of power. When we start to connect with our authenticity, I think sometimes we get sucked in as a collective unit to this very distorted idea that authentic means you have to be bold and nobody's going to mess with you and you could say whatever you want. No, because your authenticity won't have that need to protect itself. It's going to feel safe and comfortable and confident in who it is. And your primal instincts of protection and security are only going to peak when you most need them, right? But in daily conversation, if someone's like, that's wrong, you're just going to be like, okay, you're right, elephants fly. You're like, whatever, that's your lens, that's cool, right? You're going to see people are who they are. They are who they are, and you can love them even if you disagree with them. Authenticity means that you fully see and love yourself and you accept yourself, and every day you're stepping more and more into a more authentic self because every day you learn and grow more, and you're going to learn how to use that process, that perspective in a very healthy way versus in a way that maybe is rooted in old wounds or need to protect yourself. There's going to be a lot of healing around it, which is really good, and I think a lot of it's going to happen with family for you. and your relationships, especially if you're an Aquarius rising at this time, because that means it's in your first house and it crosses your seventh, which is the house of romance and relationships. So just be mindful of that. But let's get some final advice for all air signs in general. It's so funny. You all have the emotional body in reverse. Allow it to flow. Let that shit go. You see, it's like a spin cycle. Clear it out. Clear it out. Inspired action. Take inspired action now. And the channeler, your body is intuitive. Listen to it. I like that the air signs are going through this understanding of it's time to learn to flow, not to think, but to flow with the emotional, intuitive, feminine self. And that means that you're starting to bring all this knowledge, all this experience, all the spiritual energy that you've gathered throughout your life, and you're starting to process it down through your other bodies, your mental, emotional, physical, ethereal, and energetic, right? So I love this for you. So just be kind to yourself, be patient with yourself, and allow yourself to reconnect with your higher self, right? Okay. But my dears, I love you. I wish you the best, and I will see you next time.